Hello and welcome to the Cryptocurrency News Channel. This is going to be a TAFA and chart analysis for today, which is December 21st, 2021. We are getting to the end of 2021, but yet we are turning slightly more bullish today. As you can see, today's price at the time of this recording is roughly 49,000. So we're above the 49,000 area. That's actually a pretty important area because, as you can see, on the 200, it's actually above the 200 SMA, but we're still about 800 below the 200 EMA. So we've actually trended up a little bit. But I always compare where we are now to where we were back in May and June. And as you can see, back in May and June, we did have these little ups and downs. And this is still not above 50,000 or solidly above 50,000. So I can't say we've broken out of the downtrend right now, starting from about November 10th or so, November 8th, November 10th. So we haven't really broken out of the downtrend yet since then. So we're still in this lull, but my hope is this lull won't last 2 months, and I don't think it will. But I do think we will actually have to wait until the end of the year to actually get things going up again, because a lot of people are selling off for the new year. And like I said, the next 2 weeks, I would expect the volume to actually be fairly low because people are away for vacation and there's not as many people trading. It could still surprise us, so hold on to your hats. But I would expect things to start coming back up maybe a week or two into the new year. That's the analysis for right now. I don't think we've broken out of this downward lull quite yet. I think I would be pretty happy if we stay consistent, maybe finish the year around 50,000. That would be nice. In terms of the crypto indicators on the daily, all the oscillators are neutral. Nothing much has actually changed. RSI, stochastic, commodity channel, and average directional index are all neutral. The thing is, we are actually above the EMA for the 10 days. So both EMA and SMA, the EMA is above the SMA for the 10 days, and we're above the EMA for the 10 days. So right now, as the signals go for the last 10 days, the immediate day tomorrow, I would actually say it's bullish right now, but it's very, very tough to actually say that. I would say it's like more neutral, but it's like a soft buy right now if you're looking at the 10-day average. On the 20-day average, we're still kind of at a sell. We're above the 20-day SMA, but below the 20-day EMA. So I would say like it's neutral for the 20. 30, it's still pretty strong sell. 50 is pretty strong sell. 100 is sell. And 200, I'm still going to say sell. So if you're looking at the 10 and 20, like just for the last couple of weeks, and you're trying to play like 1 or 2%, maybe it's a buy, but I really wouldn't push it. Definitely wouldn't leverage on this. It's going to be very, very volatile. Ever since Manchin rejected the Build Back Better plan, things have been kind of going downward, both in the stock market and a little bit in the crypto market, but we've regained most of it today. So I don't expect huge amounts of movement. Now, I would really, really like to end the year above the 200 EMA. But we still have about 700-800 points to go on that. So we're still below. So right now, I would say like maybe if you're playing 1 or 2% for tomorrow, it's a buy. But otherwise, like I would hold back on buying right now. On the 1 week, we're actually looking a little bit more bullish. But on the oscillators, we're still neutral. 48, 30, negative 44, and 20. No really strong directional index. RSI and stochastic are both neutral. Commodity channel is also neutral. Awesome oscillator really hasn't changed all that much. But the exponential moving average and the simple moving average are still both sell for both the 10 weeks and for the 20 weeks. 30 weeks, you start to see some difference, but 30 weeks, you're going back like more than half a year. So I don't really take too much, I don't really pay too much attention to that, because if we are going to these 6-month cycles, then, you're going into another cycle, end of the last cycle. So not really that much to take stock of there. So like weekly, like I said, the weekly for like the next 2 weeks, I would still say, I wouldn't say it's a sell, but I would say it's neutral. I wouldn't really buy anything, maybe until the end of the year, because there still might be a lower trough coming in on the last week of the year. And like I said, there's going to be reduced volume. So there's a lot of chance for volatility. But overall, I don't see it being any kind of like a strong buy for like the next 2 weeks. On the monthly, pretty strong buy for the monthly. Both the exponential and the simple moving average for the 10 month has switched to buy, but if you compare the exponential for the simple, the exponential is still lower than the simple, which means the momentum It's still kind of downward, but where we are right now is above both the exponential and slightly above the simple, almost equal to the simple. So the 10 for like the yearly or really the 10 monthly, I would say it's a weak buy right now where we are. All the indicators, oscillators are actually neutral. So realistically, looking at all the indicators, if you're buying for maybe tomorrow and the next day, just the 1 or 2 days, and if you're definitely leveraging, maybe it's a buy. I just wouldn't leverage on this. I don't feel safe. If you're really doing like day trading for tomorrow, maybe it's a buy. But if you're doing anything like for the next 2 weeks or so, I would say it's neutral to slight sell. That will probably change as the new year actually kicks in. If you're buying for the monthly for the next year or two, it's still a buy right now. That's where we are right now. In terms of like general sentiment, more sports teams are latching on. I do think overall the regulatory environment is going to become more crypto friendly as more senators, more congressmen, and especially the barons of industry start to invest in cryptocurrency. You have pressure from guys like Elon Musk and others who actually matter a lot in terms of policy because they're really rich and they have like, powerful donation money. And overall, like I'd say the regulatory environment is starting to favor crypto a bit with Congress building up more pressure for Gary Gensler and co. to actually get better regulations for crypto in place. So right now, I would say like if you're buying for the next 1 or 2 days, once again, maybe it's a slight buy. But if you're for the rest of the year, for the outlook for the next 2 weeks, not really a buy. So that's the news for today. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe and hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.